In the heart of West Africa, a revolution is unfolding. Beneath Burkina Faso's sun-soaked soil lie veins of gold, enough wealth to transform this overlooked nation into a true powerhouse. Leading this bold transformation is Captain Ibrahim Traoré, a soldier turned president with an iron will and a vision for absolute sovereignty. Since seizing power, Traoré has waged war on insurgents, reclaimed gold mines, and boldly challenged foreign influence. But is this the dawn of a new Pan-African dream, or just another chapter in political ambition? Join us as we uncover how Traoré is redefining Burkina Faso's destiny with raw determination and golden ambition. Welcome to Luxury Buzz, your go-to channel for exploring the world's most extravagant assets, ultra-rich lifestyles, and cutting-edge luxury tech. If you love jaw-dropping luxury, make sure to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on pure opulence. The rise of a young soldier president. Born in Bondokouy, a small town in the Mohun province of western Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré's journey to power is nothing short of remarkable. Before his name echoed through the halls of West African politics, Traoré lived a modest life. He studied geology at the University of Ouagadougou, where his fascination with the land hinted at his future ambitions to reclaim Burkina Faso's mineral wealth. But his path took a dramatic turn when he enlisted in the Burkina Faso army, rising swiftly through the ranks due to his sharp strategic mind and unyielding discipline. By the time he was 34, Traoré was ready to make history. In September 2022, this battle-hardened soldier led a daring military coup, ousting his superior officer, Lieutenant Colonel Paul-Henri Sandaogo Damiba, to become the world's youngest head of state. This wasn't just a political takeover, it was a statement. For years, Burkina Faso had been ravaged by Islamist insurgencies, displacing millions and turning vast regions into lawless zones. Frustration was boiling over, and a previous coup had failed to bring stability. With Burkina Faso teetering on the edge of collapse, Traoré emerged from the shadows, rallying his troops with a singular purpose: take back the country. By October 2022, he was sworn in as transitional president, tasked with saving his nation from the brink of chaos. Assassination attempts, a mark of his resolve. Leadership in turbulent times is never without its dangers. Traoré's bold stance against insurgents and radical changes in governance made him a target. Since taking office, there have been multiple attempts on his life. Plots by insurgent groups, political rivals, and those threatened by his dismantling of long-held power structures. But each attempt only seemed to solidify his resolve. Traoré famously stated after an attempted ambush in early 2024, "I am ready to die for Burkina Faso's freedom. If I fall, others will rise." His words struck a chord with the Burkina Faso people, solidifying his image as a fearless leader unafraid to stand on the front lines of battle. Battling insurgency, Traoré's military strategy. For Traoré, the fight against terrorism wasn't just another challenge, it was a matter of survival. Since 2015, militants linked to Al-Qaeda and ISIS had overrun nearly 40% of Burkina Faso, displacing millions and terrorizing communities. When Traoré seized power, much of the nation was outside government control. But Traoré's approach was unconventional. He declared a general mobilization, calling upon every citizen to join the fight. Not just the military, but farmers, students, and tradesmen. The response was staggering. Between October and November 2022, over 90,000 volunteers stepped forward, ready to defend their homeland. Armed with basic training and sheer determination, these citizen soldiers formed the backbone of Traoré's national defense strategy. To integrate this surge of patriotism, Traoré created a special brigade specifically for these volunteers, streamlining them into the nation's military efforts. And it didn't stop there. In early 2025, plans were announced to recruit an additional 14,000 volunteers for rapid response units, signaling that this people's war was only gaining momentum. For Traoré, this wasn't just military strategy, it was a fight for national survival. Where foreign armies had failed, the Burkina Faso people would rise. But this bold strategy came at a cost. Security spending surged by 138% over 5 years, straining national budgets even as it armed and trained these new forces. And the insurgents fought back viciously. In March 2024, jihadists launched a devastating attack on a military base and the Boungou gold mine, killing dozens. Yet, Traoré remained resolute, often appearing in fatigues at the front lines, rallying his troops with the defiant slogan, "La patrie ou la mort," fatherland or death. A break from tradition, realigning global alliances. Under Traoré, Burkina Faso's foreign policy took a sharp turn. Frustrated by years of stagnation and empty promises, he cut ties with France, ending the country's military reliance on its former colonial ruler. In January 2023, Traoré ordered all French troops to withdraw within a month, a symbolic flag lowering at their last base marking the end of France's operations on Burkina Faso soil. Soon after, he recalled Burkina Faso's ambassador from Paris, signaling a dramatic shift in geopolitical stance. With France out of the picture, Traoré turned to new allies, namely Russia. Almost overnight, Russian military advisors and paramilitary contractors appeared on the ground, offering tactical training, weapons, and frontline support. Many of these advisors are believed to be linked to the Wagner Group, the controversial paramilitary organization known for its operations across Africa. For Traoré, this wasn't just a military pivot, it was a bold statement of independence. Burkina Faso would find partners who respected its sovereignty, even if it meant defying Western expectations. The sight of Russian helicopters in Burkina Faso skies was a powerful signal of defiance and a profound geopolitical shift in the heart of West Africa. Gold and growth, revolutionizing Burkina's mining sector. While wars raged in the north, a different kind of revolution unfolded underground, an economic one. Burkina Faso is the fourth largest gold producer in Africa, yet for years, multinational companies extracted its wealth with little benefit for the Burkina Faso people. Under previous regimes, only 12% of the nation's GDP came from its vast mineral wealth, with most profits flowing out to foreign shareholders. But Traoré flipped the script. In 2023, his administration nationalized two of the largest gold mines, Boungou and Wagner, previously owned by a Canadian firm. For just $80 million, these mines were reclaimed under state control. New state-run companies now manage them, ensuring that profits stay within Burkina Faso's borders. And Traoré didn't stop there. In July 2024, he introduced a new mining code that gave the government a 15% stake in all major mining projects, with the potential to rise to 30%. Mining permits were slashed from 20 years to just 10, preventing companies from sitting on untapped resources. A portion of the profits now funds schools, clinics, and even the nation's war effort. For the first time in history, Burkina Faso began refining its own gold, establishing national reserves as a financial safety net. A new era for Burkina Faso. Under Traoré's leadership, Burkina Faso is on track for nearly 6% GDP growth in 2025, with the economy projected to reach $23.6 billion. Gold exports are swelling the national treasury, funding infrastructure, security, and education. Traoré's bold move to reclaim his nation's resources is turning gold into fuel for peace and wealth for the people. A legacy of boldness and sovereignty. From the battlefields against insurgents to the boardrooms of billion-dollar gold deals, Captain Ibrahim Traoré is crafting a legacy that's as audacious as it is transformative. In just a few short years, he's turned Burkina Faso from a battleground into a beacon of sovereign wealth and defiance. His story is far from over, but one thing is clear. Ibrahim Traoré is not just reshaping Burkina Faso, he's challenging the entire West African narrative. If you found this deep dive into Ibrahim Traoré's bold transformation of Burkina Faso inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of power, resilience, and change. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.